What's up, losers? Holy early? I'm always early, bro. The lateness is propaganda. Wow, my headphones are really loud. Let me fix this shit. Why, dude? I'm always like this. This is like I'm always early. I don't know where this propaganda started that I'm late. I don't know what we're talking. Like that's fraudulent. That's not true. Let me ping the Discord. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Okay, I crunched some of the numbers. Now people were saying, oh, also look at this fucking shirt I got. Look at this. Isn't this hard? Doesn't this just fit me so well? I feel like this is gonna be my new good luck stream shirt. I feel like this is gonna be my new good luck stream shirt, to be honest. What was I gonna say? Okay, so here's the thing. People told me that I couldn't do Waterworks, and like I remember Waterworks like being a hard dungeon, so I was like, obviously that makes sense. I don't think I can do the final fight of Waterworks. I think I fucking dunk on the squid. I'm pretty sure I've run the calculations. I'm like confident I just dunk on the squid. Whatever the hell his name is. What's up, Emmy? Appreciate it. It just says I am Tiger Woods. Okay, but the thing is, like, the squid might be annoying, but it's such an easy fight to set for. And literally, the only cheat is if you don't use if you use AoEs, it's not a cheating boss. Besides the accuracy debuffs obviously are annoying, but like annoying isn't the same as like scary, you know? Let me make sure all my shit's correct. 26 resist, 13 accuracy. This deck looks okay. Do I even want... I don't even think I want to bring prisms. Doesn't he have a crazy powerful power nova? No. His only cheats are that he'll... If you're not inked and you cast a single target spell, he'll do some, he'll fucking cheat cast something. He cheat cast either Skeletal Dragon or Power Nova. You can't trap. If you trap, it triggers a cheat. And if you do single target him and you're not inked, he cheats. But if you solo him, that doesn't apply because you're always inked. And we're gonna Scarecrow spam anyway. So like even if, you know, like there's no universe we don't not trigger the cheats. I mean, I'll double check, but I'm like extremely confident he doesn't cheat cast Raw. Luska Charmbeak. Okay, here are his only cheats, right? Will cast Cleanse Charms to remove a trap that is placed on him. Only attack if you've been inked. At the beginning of each round, Luska will ink the wizard in the first spot, which applies a smoke mantle. All other wizards will receive a feint. So if you, it doesn't, that cheat just, you just get smokescreen in a single fight. If you can't see me, don't look at me. If a non-inked wizard casts a single, that cheat just doesn't apply because we're going to be inked and we're only going to use AoEs. He doesn't even know Raw. I don't even think this fight can cast Raw. Maybe they changed it? I don't know. This is Crab Alley. Did I spell Waterworks wrong? They just, every world in the second arc, they added, like, underwater sections, because they made all the underwater sound effects for Chrysalis, or for Celestia, and they didn't want to waste them. They just wanted to reuse the assets. This is my first look at anything past Malistaire seems more complicated. I'd actually argue the game, at least for the second arc, the game gets way easier. I would actually argue the opposite. Because once you're past Malistaire, every school plays the same way. You just blade into your level 48 spell. I gotta change my school pip to balance. I mean, there are some hard boss fights. I still think... I think we're a little too early to be on the, like... I've seen a couple comments that are like, oh, this second arc Wizlocke is way too easy. You gotta change... Like, I feel like we're not... we're not at galleries yet. We've still got a couple dungeons we gotta go through. And there's fights, like, that are, like, generally viewed as hard fights, like Belloc. That, like, if as long as you go in with a good strategy, have never actually been hard. My take. Death is also really good. I won't hide the fact that Death is fucking insane. I should have just brought max prisms to this fight, probably. Is there static? Is it fixed? It's probably this. Should be fixed now. Do these things have 1,000 resist? Why are you alive? Yeah, the bees got out again. They have 999 resist. I mean, this guy nothing's ever lived 2 scarecrows. I didn't even know that was possible in this game. To live 2 scarecrows? I thought I've never actually seen what happens once the scarecrow animation plays and it doesn't instantly just murder everything. Kind of cool to see. I guess everything might have 80 resist for some reason. This dungeon. That is a little weird. I kind of just assumed I could, like, skadoosh them, you know? I hate the storm, guys. I wonder how first fishing works in this dungeon. That's something we should probably figure out. We went second again. Does that mean I'm going to go second in every single fight this dungeon? Would be a little toxic. Yes. Confirmed. Game is like baby RuneScape. I think it's more accurate if it's like baby... I don't want to say WoW, though. It's not really very RuneScape-esque, to be honest. It's definitely closer to WoW, but I still don't think that's a great... I still don't think it's very close. I mean, it's actually probably... Toontown's probably the closest gameplay loop I've ever seen to this game. This is Crab Alley. It's Waterworks. The dungeon in Crab Alley. What's up, Sid? I appreciate you. How was Waterworks allowed? So for the second arc, I allowed gear farming and pet training. Those were my two big rule changes. Because to make like the really hard stuff like Mirror Lake possible, I would need to gear farm. Where like the first arc, it was like the right difficulty curve to like not let gear farming because it kind of makes it baby easy mode. The second arc's like, wait, probably not possible with it. You know? What I mean. Yeah, Crab Alley's the like underwater part of Triton Avenue. Although Crab Alley came out like way later, right? Crab Alley was like 2012. With the Celestia, right? I guess it makes sense that this is underwater, actually, because it came out at the same time as Celestia. I always fuck this puzzle up, and I'm not sure how. So, I don't know if I'm gonna try to do the final boss of Waterworks. I definitely would, at the very least, like to farm for his, like, what did I fuck up? Those were all blue, I swear. On John Morant's life, those were all blue. I don't understand what I did wrong. I took too long? Is that a real option? There's a time limit? I did not know there was a time limit. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll show the gear after this fight. I'm rocking Bygone pretty much everything, except I got the added Vastic boots, which are the like higher tier. Just because I got lucky. I did a couple runs and I got them. And I'm rocking Winter Tusk Crafted hat and robe. So I would like to swap out... Waterworks boots are worse than out of Aztec. But I'd like to get Waterworks hat and Waterworks robe. That would be like the best gear available to me, probably. What does Sun School boost? How does this work again? Okay. Next time I'll lock in then. I didn't realize there was a timer. It might be really hard to do though, solo. Yo, Fear, I appreciate the Axel Supreme member.
Daddy!
Yeah, I guess I was too slow. I didn't know that was a thing. I had no idea. Usually I'm in a team up, and like, it's probably easier to do in a team up, right? Although there's always that one guy who like goes for the yellow clip, which is usually me, to be fair. But... I boost on the Squid dude. Okay, here's the thing. The Squid's the next fight, right? I actually think maybe I'm super overconfident and I misunderstood something and this Squid tosses me But, like, I really feel like with this set I made... Why? Okay, that's fine. Like, because the balance resist gear I can get is crazy. And then I even got a balance crit blocking, power pip boosting a thing. I got flat balance resist. My pet. Like, I have 74 base balance resist. And he can only hit me with balance spells. So with a brace, he can only do 10% of damage. Well, there's no way that doesn't get eaten up by, like, my flat resist, right? I'm a little dripped up. I just feel like this is, like, easy. I don't know why everyone was convinced that this was going to be, like, impossible for me to do. I mean, maybe, and I got a bunch of blades in my side deck. So I think I just blade up into a big hit, right? Tell me why this wouldn't work. I'm just gonna send it, bro. I don't think I will do the rest of Waterworks. I don't think this has any risk, and it's 5 extra free resist. Is the thing. 5 extra free resist is a lot. That's like an extra pet talent. He can no longer hurt me, is the thing here now. This does no... Oh, wait. Okay, I forgot about that. How many spells do you have that don't do... I overlooked that. Okay. So Hydra would be kind of cringe. Hydra and Spectral Blast are bad. I've kind of forgot about that. I still don't think that's that big of an issue. Can I be honest? I'm still not that scared. It's 5 universal per piece. If I can get the robe and the hat, I get 10 extra. It's 5 per. It's 5 per. Which is a lot. That's like a fucking substantial amount. Gamers don't fizzle. No, this guy doesn't drop the robe. Okay, this was the problem with maybe setting for balance. Although, it's still not like balance does damage, so it doesn't matter, you know? It's not like balance does damage. It was the worst side deck pulls I've ever had. Bruh. Ooh, I gotta switch over to balance. Well. Oh, the other thing is he has a bunch of cheats that are related to his health. None that I think matter. But, like, we probably just want to one-shot him. Ah! Maybe I should swap out my Pip Chance deck for just an extra accuracy deck. I think that would be smart. Let's try this. Maybe I won't fizzle. Hey, I didn't fizzle. The health one is just inking more people. Yeah, I don't think it matters. But the thing is, I have like 20 death damage right now. So it's probably... 123 on a bladed crit 5 pip spell, see? He can't hurt me. Oh, I should... You know what I was supposed to do before stream, too? Was get just normal spirit blades. I did not get normal... I fizzled again. I should have went and got just, like, normal spirit blades. It's gonna be really hard for him to kill me. The only problem is it's also really hard for me to kill him. Because I'm not going to crit, and I have like 17 base damage. Oh, so it's like we're in a bit of a stalemate, I think. Do pet feints work here? Good question. That would help us a lot. Pet spells will not trigger this cheat. We think that's real? They don't? Fuck, I should have brought... I have a pet feint on this. Good, I should have brought that. Oh well. Live and learn. Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't have... I unclicked it from the deck because I didn't think I could use it. My spell, loser. Oh, that actually is gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna say it. All solo bosses are frauds. Every last one of them. They just cannot do damage. They are incapable of it. This cheat is toxic, though. What is the accuracy debuff? What percentage even is it? A gazillion? $75? I feel like it's probably 50. I feel like I'd fizzle a lot more if it was 75. Maybe not. Could be. I have fizzled that one blade 5 times. Genuinely. It's a cursed card. The card's cursed. Imagine he has freaking, that was a wild bull crit and just ended the run. Ow. No way we hit 7. What is the card? The card's cursed. The card's actually cursed. We powered! Finally! Right now I'm going for the hat. Although I went first in this fight. But maybe it's not consistent throughout the entire dungeon. How many tries do you think it takes us to get off the crow? 1. Two. Hey! No world this doesn't kill, right? I didn't do the math. I can't. I still crit, though? It's kind of crazy. I don't think I would crit. What if I got hat first try? Wouldn't that be cool? Wow, it doesn't even kill. Dude, we have no damage. I guess if we can bring the feint next time, we'll kill pretty easy, right? This boss just sucks. Like, part of it's we set for him, but part of it's also, like, he's just not that scary of a boss. I think the final boss fight, I'm gonna stay away from for now. But I think I can cook up a crazy strat for it with Vampire Trained. I think I might just keep farming a little bit and go for a vampire train, and then I can be able to do it. They didn't make it hard, they just made it annoying. I mean, like, yeah, for this boss. But the majority of this boss's damage from when people remember this boss being hard is if you don't listen to the cheats. If you attack when it isn't inked, it can fuck you up. But like if you listen to the cheat, if you don't trigger the cheats and only the inked people hit, this boss is actually really easy. With 4 people, he ain't that bad. If you went into this with 4 level 60s, or even 4 of my wizards at my level, and you like someone didn't know the cheats and triggered it once or twice, you would probably die. Because the cheat Bone Dragon can do 2100 damage by itself, which is kind of insane. I got jack shit. Alright, let's run it back. Yes, I want to be locked at 80. Cool. I got nothing from that. That was actually crazy. For the best thing I got was glowing star fruit. I mean, the hat usually isn't that stingy, right? Okay, wait. Make sure I untick this. Make sure that's the only feint I have as well. I'm not gonna want. I might leave 2 one-hits when. Hopefully the feint helps a lot. It probably should, right? And then I need to go get main deck Spirit Blade. What's up, Delockness? Appreciate it. Probably Delockness. I appreciate you, fat slug. I feel like all the Waterworks is pretty common. Although the hat, the hat takes a couple runs. The hat's more annoying to get, though, because you can't do the reset glitch for it. Would it be worth getting the Storm Weaving Blades? Low key, this might be the only time it actually might be worth it. Wait, I'm missing? I should run a different theme. Actually, they're the same. Okay. What's up, ISO Joe? No, train. How long would it take to get the weaving thing? How long is it gonna take? Dude, when is a 2-pip blade outside of this fight gonna be used? A long time? Alright, I'm not doing all that. Yeah, no, dude, it's not gonna be worth it. If this was a fight, it would be different if it was like a fight where I actually needed it. But in a fight like this, where the only obstacle is just gonna be how long it takes, we're chilling. $2-hour investment. The thing is, then I'll do that off stream when I'm watching YouTube. If I have to kill, like, Beady... Oh, I didn't make a... Fuck. If I have to kill Beady Narini a gazillion times, I'll just do it off stream while I'm watching YouTube. I don't need to do that on stream. I might run this I probably should run this Dragonfire deck just for the accuracy of it. Once I get to those fights. I will remember for this fight to put in powers. I will remember max death prisms. I am smart streamer. He's doing the fire school thing. Are you gonna get zigzag boots? I don't think I can go anywhere near zigzag. And I don't actually think they're better. What is the name of the zigzag death boots? I don't think they're going to be better than out of Aztec. I don't even think the zigzag gear is better. Even if I could do it, and I don't think I can do it. Zigzag robe is better than Waterworks? Is Final Bastion down right now? Hand of... What the fuck is the name of the death robe? House of Scales Raiment? Nope. Gotta be one of these. Uniform of the Condemned? This shit is ass. Okay, maybe it's actually better. It's actually not that much better, though. $12 more crit, same pip chance, 20 less health, 2 more damage, but 2 less resist. And it gives accuracy instead of incoming heal. I don't know. I feel like the 2 less resist and 20 less health, they're like so comparable. I'd probably give up 2 damage for the little bit of block and the 2 extra resist. Not even coping. Dude, death, the accuracy isn't that big though. Because I have perfect accuracy already. So like, it's not that huge. It'd be nice for certain fights. But like, I don't know. I'd probably... It's not good enough to risk doing zigzag, you know? trying to get the hat right now. Is my goal here. Might try a balanced Nuzlocke down the line. Wizlocks are fun if you're talking about like the first arc rule set, but balance would be tough. Balance is not a great first arc Wizlocke school. It's definitely doable though. It's pretty fun if you've like played this game a bunch and you're looking for a way to like make it more interesting for just like a playthrough. It's pretty fun. Currently in Azteca doing full Waterworks gear plus train monstrous. Bro, upgrade. get the one from Zafaria. It'll make your life easier. I don't know what the Waterworks deck is. Is that like a Waterworks these nuts joke? Fire boss that does 2 dots per turn. Why do zigzag? I agree. But the other thing is usually the zigzag hood is better for, like, considerably better for most schools. Death's Waterworks set is busted. The Hangman, the entire Hangman set is the best pound for pound best Waterworks set. It always has been. It's always just been like, that's another reason why Death is so freaking good. At least in the second arc. This Waterworks set is insane. How to get rat spin, you need keys and spell elements. The whole process. Alright, let's see if I can do this freaking puzzle.
It's a start.
The hard part with balance is like it doesn't hit that hard. The utility you get in exchange for it not hitting very hard is pretty undesirable. And it just doesn't get prisms, which really sucks. Did I do it? Bang! What? What do you mean I didn't do it? This one isn't open. Fuck. This is my first attempt at the second arc Nuzlocke, yeah. I could have done this at level 60. It would have been considerably more dangerous and just pretty unnecessary. But I definitely could have. I don't think I could. The final fight at 60 would have been a different story. I still don't even really want to do the final fight at 80. I just don't know why I would risk it when I don't need the resist yet. And as long as I do Pet Promenade, I can get Trained Vampire. Which I think can give me a way more consistent strat. Just getting back into WIZARD101 having fun, but I'm wondering if I should do side quests, and if so, which ones? I just got to Croc in one day, and I'm Storm Wiz solo. So, like, the thing about side quests is, like, they're not technically worth it. In, like, if your goal is to get to the highest level possible the fastest, side quests aren't worth it. That being said, they're fun. So like, if your goal, it depends what your goal is. If your goal is just to get to that, you know, quest as fast as possible, I wouldn't do them. I would do the Z quest and the crafting quests, because those, you know, eventually you're gonna want those training points. But like, if you're just trying to play through the game and you're whatever, you're having fun, you don't really need to worry about them. There's also like an overload of XP in this game. So you will get to like the max level and be at level just doing the main quest line. You don't have to worry about like leveling. Unless you're like having trouble with stuff and then you want to over level, but you probably aren't. But the thing is, it's actually, you don't even really have to worry about over leveling. Because the way, like, you might over level a world or the next world, but Wiz's XP is so tiered that, like, at least until Polaris, the XP is so tiered that, like, you won't be able to get enough XP to, like, really over level. Now, once you get to Polaris, very different story. Super easy to over level, but gotta get to Polaris first, kind of thing.
Think you're gonna mess with our engraver train and get away with it, little wizard? You won't leave here alive.
I should switch decks. What am I missing in this deck? Rules? Oh, no. No. What am I missing? Pet Faint. Good, I remembered that. Is Infoul good? When the fuck did I get 27 Infouls? Infoul's actually not a bad idea. Pet Faint works. Allegedly in Minecraft. I think that's all we need. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 6, 7. 8, 9 blades and a feint. Definitely be enough. And I got reshuffs, right? Throw in an extra reshuff just in case it's like the first card we draw. Filling hands. Alright. The wiki could just be lying. That is a point. That is a good point. I guess we'll try it round 1. And worst comes to worst, we can pixie our way out of it. Please don't fizzle. Nope. Seems like it works. Seems like it works. Sometimes the wiki tells the truth. Even a blind wiki is right twice a day or something. Now, the wiki is, like, wrong sometimes, but it's not because the wiki's wrong, it's because they changed this game sometimes. Like, a lot of the wiki's OG pip cheats are fucked up. If it's a cheat based on, like, pip counts, because, like, school pips just broke every cheating boss for a while. Try to get off an infal. Bang! Not need availing hands at the moment. Alright, I should be powering most things. With an infal and like a bunch of base accuracy. I should not fizzle death spells at least. Yeah, I mean, this game does change a lot, to be fair. I don't... Maybe this boss did have Raw at some point, and they changed it. A lot of people keep saying that. Wow, and I fizzled that with infal. That's just inexcusable! Maybe they did. I don't... Dude, I remember Waterworks being a lot harder, though, like, when I first did it. I was a stupid child. I don't, but it's not raw. If you hit, if you're not inked, he removes all wards, and then he casts Skeletal Dragon and Power Link. So maybe they changed it at some point to be Skeletal Dragon and Power Link instead of Raw? Maybe when they made Raw not an AoE or something, it like... I don't... Who fucking knows? Is it worth it trying to infal again? I'm not even gonna bother. It was never Raw, you're confusing it with Wizlocke? I just remember this fight being like a really tough one to do with team-ups. Because you'd have to beg them to use AoEs. Bro, there would always be a myth wizard in this dungeon pre-AoE, pre-Orthrus audit, who would like always want to hit with like fucking whatever, and you'd have to like they would be muted, and you'd have to like that would be a tough team up. Bro, because, I mean, if you get, like, 12... If you get, like, Power Nova or some shit... It's, like, a pretty hard-hitting cheat, bro. It's a pretty hard-hitting cheat, if I'm being honest. But Al would one-shot now. Back in the day, bro, when the average freaking Storm had 60 damage... Bro, you gotta remember, Blaze Lifehammer was making tutorials of, like, his Storm build that had, like, 90 damage. And I was like, whoa, dude, that's a lot of damage. With, like, not, like... That was at level 90, too, bro. Like, you know? Different time. Different. It was just a different time period. All right, I'm gonna hit. I think I kill. I believe in the heart of the cards. What's up, Kaylee? Easy. That would have killed without crit. Oh, we got it. Ha! Let's fucking go! Wait, I didn't get 2 of them, did I? What the fuck? No, I got this. Damn. Dub. Big dub. Like, look at this, bro. You lose 1 pip chance for a little bit of health and 5 resist. And you lose 6 crit, and you gain 1 damage and 4 incoming heal. This is actually like a noticeable upgrade. Definitely a noticeable upgrade. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not doing the final boss. There's no way. I mean, here, okay, once I can get this pet, I probably do the final boss before I beat Azteca. The problem is I need to wait till I can unlock this. I do lose the blade, but I have so many freaking blades. Don't need him. It is gonna be whack? Nah. No. Look. I'll still be dripped out. I gotta go change. I gotta go dye this. But we'll still be dripped out. Trust. Yeah. This back on. Okay, it looks bad now. It definitely looks bad now, but just wait. Nah, I'm not sweating losing, dude, because I already have these 2 item blades. It's also the freaking it's a duped blade because of the boots, so it's fine. Take these out. Actually, leave like 2 of them in. Why not? Get rid of you for towers. Gotta fix this. This is a tragedy, bro. This is a tragedy. I gotta lock this too before it's locked. Ooh, maybe if it's like black and this is red. I don't know. It does look a little goofy. Maybe like white. Nah, it's gotta be like this. I'm poor. How much is it? How much? It costs 5 grand? What can I sell right now that I don't have to run to the bazaar? Ooh, my seeds. I can't sell these seeds. Or I can't sell these at the bazaar. It's gotta be enough, right? What? God. Yes. It's worth it. Alright. It still looks stupid, but it's fine. It's fine. This hood's always a little goofy, bro. It's fine. It's better. It's better. This hood's gonna be a little goofy no matter what. Okay, wait. Stat check going into 99 damage. We should be at 109 if I could get freaking dealer. But I can't get the dealer jewel. I cannot get one to drop, no matter how hard I try. I'll come back and deal with these later. 40 flat damage. We could boost that a little bit. I just don't think it's going to matter. 31 resist. So if we get the robe, we'll be up to 36 resist. We're 2 off perfect accuracy, and we're like a little off, 5 off perfect pip chance. We're kind of insane right now. Pitiful couch data farm. Okay, I've been trying. The bugs, dude. Where's my badges? I have a good amount killed. I have 204, and I probably have the same amount of the monkeys. I probably have 500 total, and I've only gotten like 10 couch potatoes, which is not good rates. I'm getting like 1 per 50. That's not 1 per every 25 fights. It's pretty bad. All right, I did do a couple quests in Azteca so I could level lock at 80. We are not the first boss. I did do off stream, so I needed to get to 80 so I could buy better set gear, but. Now we should just quest. Waterworks is allowed, but I have to kill anything's allowed as long as I do it solo and level locked. So it's like the reason I don't have the Waterworks robe right now, even though it would be way better, is because it's like I don't think I can do it deathless. You know, you're kind of naturally limited by, you know, what you're able to actually be able to do solo. There's an invisible boss? What? Solo the Devourer? I don't think this character's got that in the bag, to be honest. I don't quite think that my level 80 death without full meta gear is gonna solo the Devourer. It is dope we got. That could have taken like 5 attempts. Top 10 most toxic gaming moments of 2026. I only did the Squid of Waterworks. I'm holding off on the final boss until I unlock Vampire Trained. I think I could do the boss right now. What scares me is one of them's a death mob. I don't really want to risk it. Although I think with Vampire Trained, I can get like a guaranteed wombo combo on the on one of the bosses and make it a 2v1 really fast. No, I should be able to get the robe. I just need to get enough tokens. which I should be able to do as long as I make good progress in Pet Promenade. It's less about it, like, not, like, if I was about to go into Xibalba, I would probably just risk it. I think I have, like, a very good chance of beating it even without the vampire strat. But, like, I don't... The 5 extra resist is not gonna matter for these, just questing through these fights. But we can risk it later. I'll check each boss. But mob fights? I ain't checking. Mob fights like these? I don't think I'm gonna care too much. What's the coolest school? I mean, it's probably an opinion-based thing, but, like, it's objectively death. Any answer but, like, it really just comes down to your opinion, but anything but death is the wrong. Yeah, I wonder what the strat's gonna be for us in Belloc. His minion's the one that gets rid of... Once you kill his minion, you can overtime, right? It's probably spam wand hits. It's also probably... Might be something to do with Vampire Train. Although, can't I can probably just fucking wand hit. Wand hit for a while. And then just Vampire and kill the minion, right? And then maybe combo that with Vampire Trained on the minion to make sure I kill. And then switch over to Bats. I think I mean, it's all opinion based. In my opinion, there is not a cooler collection of spells than Death. Death, from top to bottom, has the coolest spells. Aren't those the mushrooms the same textures as the ones people duped and got banned for? I don't know. I'm not super up to date with the exploits in this. I remember the one I always will remember is the tomato basket. I mean, the problem is Belloc has a cheat that gets rid of dots in Azteca. That's why he's like a harder fight in this world. See if I can open this dock. Are they, like, in order? They are in order. Lit. Where is this? Did you post it in the Discord? Am I just blind? Somewhere in here. Is it the same dock as every enemy in Arc 1? Sick. This is definitely just searchable too. Wait, am I? Oh, no, it's a different dock? Yeah, if you ping me, that would be great. I have the Arc 1 one saved. I don't have the other one. Sick. Appreciate it, Gray. What's Vampire's Drain do? Like the will cast? The Vampire will cast is insane. It can be cheat casted 3 times a battle every 3 turns, or maybe every 4 turns. And it's just normal Vampire, and you just get to cast it for free. Like, honestly, kind of broken. My side deck. That's not good. Pokemon Gym ass puzzle. Right, you have to actually run over and hit these. You know, you also think you could just burn the leaves, right? You'd figure you could just frickin'... My favorite spell in this game is Firecat. It's just so iconic. Hard to beat that kind of level of icon. A Campy Reed Fist. Has a balance mastery, which I really don't sphere. Because balance does no damage.
I am the true king of the Azteca source, but my rule extends even beyond death. Prepare to slake my hunger.
14k health is a lot. Welcome to fucking Azteca, huh? Welcome to the show. I should probably put a couple Dr. Vons in my deck. I think the days of maybe sneaking in a couple feints and also taking down the boss are behind us. I think we're pretty strictly a crow to kill minion. And follow up with Vaughn now. You ever popped an upper decky? No. I don't do any. I stay away from nicotine. I don't really do. Caffeine and alcohol are about all I do, to be honest. That and the black tar. Could never get off the black tar. I thought he was talking about shitting in the top of the toilet. Maybe he was. And that I do pretty consistently. I think the hard part about nicotine for most people too is it's like so accessible. It's honestly like even more than like alcohol's pretty accessible. But it's not like it's not like I don't, you know, it also depends. I feel like there's a lot of careers like especially working like construction where like it was like you would be in the gas station at 7 in the morning and it's like just there and you'd see people just like, you know. Yeah, I mean, you can't fit 20 beers in your pocket. That's a good point. It's also like, it's not like, can drug tests even show for nicotine? It's not like not like something you would get popped for, right? Is alcohol something you could get? You can get like a blood alcohol test. I don't think I have any feints in my deck. I think I realized what I think I know what I was missing in my deck now. No, they can't. I mean, nicotine's a stimulant too, right? It probably, if anything, improves your job performance in the short term. Is there not... This might be a stupid question. This is my not understanding of nicotine. But, like, is there a healthy way to just, like, get nicotine? Like, is nicotine gum, like, relatively not the worst thing ever for you? Nicotine itself is unhealthy? But, like, if you chew nicotine gum... it's probably like, you're not gonna end up with like lung cancer, right? That's not how that works. It's horrible for you. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find solutions. Sorry, I'm trying to think outside the box. Doesn't it rot your teeth? But does nicotine itself rot your teeth? Or is it like what the other shit they're putting in Zins? It's the nicotine itself? That's not good. Nicotine itself will mainly just hurt your heart and stuff like that. I don't know. I have like really bad asthma. And I kind of grew out of it a little bit, but like in middle school, I had like crippling asthma. So I never got into like, I would like stay as far away from vaping and shit as it possible. Which is really saying something, because I went to high school in like the golden age of the Juul, bro. You, hey, what? I have to admit I had a Juul. Bro, Juuls were fucking everywhere. That's why, I don't know. Maybe it's just my, like, I'd always see the vaping numbers. And, like, people, my mom would come to me, because my mom's a teacher. Like, oh my god. I can't believe 33% of kids your age vape. Mom, I think 33 is actually pretty conservative. I think 33 is actually probably on, you know, it's probably, I'm not gonna tell you, but like, I'm not gonna scare you, but I think it's a lot more than 33. Puff bars were everywhere at my school. I just stayed away from the shit. There would be like fires in California. Like, you know how California gets fires? And, like, none of them were even ever, like, relatively that close to me. I forget you just murder this guy. But, like, if there's a fire, it's just, like, a week I just, like, it cannot breathe. I have such baby boy lungs. He was a zombie anyway. Murder's murder. Don't try to justify it. Never, dude. The bathrooms in high school were a fucking war zone. I think my worst fear in high school was like if I ever got to the point where I like would have to go to the bathroom. A kid in my high school passed in the bathroom, passed passed out in the bathroom from a bad acid trip. He was wearing a Spider-Man costume. You think that was like part of the reason was he was in a Spider-Man costume, or is that just like not? It's just a fun detail of the story. Is that a crucial detail or just a fun add-on? I never got it. Like, if you're gonna don't take hard drugs. But if you're gonna do it, just skip fucking school, man. The thing that blew my mind was, like, there was multiple times where kids would get suspended. I remember there's one time a kid got suspended, and he was, like, it was, like, a situation where, like, he was really upset because he wasn't able to play the sport because he got suspended for smoking in the bathroom. And it was like, dude, like, we're allowed, you could go on, my high school would let you go off campus. Technically, only upperclassmen were supposed to go off campus on lunch, but they didn't check. And it's also like one of those things where if by some miracle, you got caught by like the freaking one lunch lady they had who was supposed to be checking IDs, who never did. Like, the worst she would do is like just tell you to go back, like you wouldn't get in trouble. Like, why wouldn't you just fucking go off campus and smoke? Why are you smoking in the fucking bathroom next to the teacher's lounge? Like, you're just not even, you just gotta think a little bit. Dude, I was also in high school during the Devious Licks trend. There was actually never a time I was more embarrassed to be a high schooler. Or, like, associated with someone. Than when, like, sinks were getting ripped off the fucking walls. And you, like, see the poor janitor, like, having to come clean up fucking toilet water because someone flooded the bathroom. They thought it would be funny. The other thing that happened a lot at my school, like, multiple times, was people would turn on all the sinks and flush all the toilets a bunch and, like, clog them with fucking toilet paper and run out. It's like, what do you... Who do you think is, like, gonna deal with this? You know? I guess you could be mad that, you know, your Spanish teacher failed you because you didn't turn in a single assignment, but, like, she's not gonna be the one that's, like, cleaning up the toilet water. It's not gonna be the principal who suspended you for vaping in the bathroom. Even then, it's like, I think there's funny Devious Licks, and then there's like, it's one thing if you, like, steal a sign. You know? If you steal, like, your high school street sign or something and hang it in your room, like, yeah, it's a little disruptive. Yeah, you're damaging property, but, like, at least you're getting something out of it, and it's not done completely with, like, malintent. Whereas fucking breaking a sink has... Oh, I wish I could lock those. Remind me not to fucking use those. It just doesn't make sense. Speaking of Spanish teachers, mine was an alcoholic. I had a friend in high school that shit in one of the bathrooms and broke the plumbing, so school closed for a week. Was it like he, like, did some fuck shit to the toilet, or his shit was just so... I think that's a really funny story if it's just he went to the bathroom. And he shit with such ferocity that he had to shut down the school. That's actually pretty funny. That's a pretty legendary tale, actually. Gurkus. Randomly knows Satyr. Which is kind of annoying. Doesn't fucking matter, but hopefully he doesn't, like, crit a Satyr and live. Ooh, I gotta add Bonnie's. I put in prisms, right? I could put prisms in here too. Do that later. His shit was just so big. That's actually kind of funny. That's not even, that's just a legendary. I think I would brag about that. What kind of diet do you, or like, what are you eating to like produce? You think that's just like a genetic thing? Or you think it's diet based? It's probably both. There was a phantom pisser in my high school that would just piss on an abnormal amount on the bathrooms. Okay, like in the toilets at least, or just like on like on the floor. My Spanish teacher didn't have a degree. Degree, but not Spanish. But you don't have. Is there even like? I don't know. It actually, all my Spanish teachers in high school, which I think this was another reason I really struggled in Spanish, were all native speakers. Or at least my freshman and sophomore year. They grew up speaking like they were, so like they didn't understand the fact of like, you know, like I didn't have to learn the language themselves. So there was parts of like, I don't understand this that they just couldn't understand. I had a Spanish teacher once, I didn't know how to answer a question. And she, like, chastised me. She's like, you're thinking in English. You have to think in Spanish. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know how am I going to think in Spanish? I don't know the language. I don't know the words I'm supposed to be thinking in. Like, I'm struggling to frickin' conjugate gustar in my head. How am I supposed to think in Spanish? What? My school never got shut down for mold, but California has a lot of fires, and my school didn't have, like, central air conditioning. So, like, they didn't have the air quality in the rooms would get so bad, so, like, every single time there was a fire, we would get, like, multiple weeks off. If the air quality was, like, slightly below whatever, we would get it off, which was pretty sick. Yeah, this boss also knows fucking Satyr. Just cringe. I guess I should just go for the one shot then. Drunk. I think that might be better though. Because at least if like you've had to learn Spanish, you could at least like relate to it a little bit. It probably didn't help she was drunk though. Probably not great for the whole learning experience. But then again, maybe it could be. You know, maybe it's the tech, and we're just unnecessarily biased against drunk people. He had termites in classroom walls. That sounds like a headache. My Spanish teacher was fine as fuck. I was disappointed. We were really getting the complete spectrum of Spanish teachers. We're really covering all the bases. My senior year Spanish class was taught in this is a funny story. I've told this story on stream a bunch, but freshman sophomore year, I took Spanish, was not very good at it. And then I went to COVID and I took Spanish 3 honors online, where the teacher like just gave up. Like she couldn't handle teaching us over Zoom, which is like one thing, like, because our instructional hours were cut like by so much, and like whatever, like kind of every teacher pretty much gave up. But then also the second half of my sophomore year was all online, so I went a year and a half without really doing any Spanish, and I needed 4 years of Spanish for college. So they offered a class at my school that was called Spanish in the Workplace, and it was taught in English. And the like way it was pitched was you were just taught Spanish in a way that you could like interact and work with people who were only spoke Spanish was the idea behind the class. It didn't end up working that way, but that was the idea behind why it existed. So like there weren't like the traditional like tests and shit. It was more just about like learning Spanish and how to communicate with Spanish to get by. But the class was completely taught in English. So like we did nothing. And like I don't know why, I don't know what teaching, I don't know how this even, I don't know what curriculum this was. But like the whole class centered around making a make-believe society. So it was me and two of my really good friends, and we had to make a make-believe society. And we literally just like sat in table groups on our fucking iPads playing fucking shitty like cool math games. And then she started just letting us go outside, which was a terrible idea. So we would just like roam around the school playing cool math games. Fucking this was just whatever we wanted. And then right when the fucking deadline would hit for the project, we would make a bunch of shitty posters. And our society, everyone else's society was like well thought out. Ours was just about the cat people. So we would have Los Gatos Personas. And we'd get in front of the class and we had to make like clay models of these like cat people. And like draw pictures of cat people, and none of us spoke Spanish, and we'd have to give these Spanish presentations. So we'd go up there. Again, senior year, this got me a seal of biliteracy from the state of California. Look at this. I gotta hide my fucking legal name, guys. Look at this shit. Wait, can I show this? I need like tape. Do I have tape? I do have tape. Wait, I gotta blur out some stuff on this, but where's my tape? Oh, that's right. Bro, no joke. We'd get in front of the class, like this sounds like I'm making this is just, we'd get in front of the class and we'd be like, Los Gatos Personas es muy, whatever the word was for fucking angry at like, and then we would like start beef with the other civilizations. One of the other civilizations we were kind of friends with, like in the class, they did like, their civilization existed in a snow globe. And we like made a war with the snow globe people, and we like drew our fucking cat people like murdering Frosty. Los gatos es muy enojado a la Frosty. It was kind of fun, but it was so dumb. Anyways, so I learned no Spanish. I can't speak a word of fucking Spanish. I'm terrible at Spanish. But they did give me this. I do have a California seal of biliteracy. And unironically, I have a seal. I am recognized by the state of California. I got this. I walked across the stage at my graduation and they handed me this. They gave me a fucking they gave me an actual, I could put put that on my fucking thing. Like, I'd be like, I have a seal by literacy from the state of California. And then here's the funny part about this story. This teacher was like anti-college. She thought college was like made everyone like whatever. Or like not anti, but just like college isn't for everyone kind of teacher, which I think is actually a good teacher to have. But for whatever reason, she pegged me as someone who was like, maybe because I got in front of the class and talked about the cat people fighting the snowmen, she thought this kid not going to make it in college. So she comes over to me like towards the end of the year. She's like, Zara, what do you think about doing next year? And I was like, oh, like I'm going here for school, whatever. Like I'm gonna, study whatever, econ. Like that's kind of what I'm thinking. She's like, you know what I think you would be really good for? And I'll give you some recommendations. I can put you in touch with people. The Peace Corps. And then she told me about how she went to Guatemala and met her husband and that's how she learned to speak the language. And like, she's like, you should go somewhere where they don't speak English. It'll really help your Spanish skills. You want to send me the fucking pasty white kid who doesn't speak a word of Spanish to fucking Guatemala? What am I gonna, like, what? What am I gonna do in fucking Guatemala? I'm not gonna be able to, like, interact with people. You just watched me this entire semester talk about cat people and, like, not be able to conjugate verbs. And you want to send me to Guatemala? You should have done it. Like, I think the Peace Corps is cool, but I also think there's like a archetype of people that do well in those things, like in the Peace Corps. I am not one of them. I bet they play Wiz in Guatemala. I don't think they do. Bro, and then there's some stories of, like... You hear some crazy stories from the Peace Corps. The other thing that if you ever get, like, the opportunity to talk to someone about, that's really interesting, if you ever talk to a Mormon person about their mission, they always have crazy stories. I talked to this Mormon guy on a mission about, like, and he went somewhere crazy. And he's like, yeah, like, I didn't poop solid for a year. Like, I just had... I went to this super remote village, and, like, for a year straight, just pure diarrhea. And then one day, your stomach just, like, fucking figures it out. One day, your stomach just, like, changes. It fucking shifts. It's not a gradual thing. A lot of people think if you switch to, like, a crazy, like, no fiber diet or whatever... It's not. They'll try to tell you your stomach. No, it's like a one day your stomach just figures it out. There's a virus or something that does it to you. I mean, I don't ever think I want to find that virus, but you've looked into that before. You've done research. Probably a tapeworm. What if your tapeworm's friendly? Isn't that the Smosh video? My friend the tapeworm or something? Oh, go to Venezuela, they need you. That's the other thing, is like, what would I have done? What would I have, like, done? I guess I could have dug holes. If they needed a hole dug, I could have done that. General moving of objects. But, like, I don't think I would have been much help. Especially once you factor in, like, the language barrier. I don't think I would have been too much of a help. What second Wiz would you recommend for a current Death user between Storm, Myth, and Fire? I think Storm... Personally, the second wizard I made after a Death wizard was a Storm. I think Storm's really fun. You can play through the game super fast because big damage number, and, like, if you don't super meta gear, it's, like, kind of the most fun school to solo, in my opinion. But, I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with Storm, Fire, or Myth. Honestly, pick whichever AoE you think looks the coolest, because that's all you're going to cast. You don't fight Belloc here, right? Doesn't he just, like, default dance on you? Or do you fight Belloc? He doesn't cheat. He has a death mastery randomly. Pretty odd. Of course, you have a death minion too. Fuck it, we ball. This Belloc doesn't even have a death mastery. Rose washed? For some reason, I thought he just, like, ran away. I guess I misremembered because he doesn't cheat. He doesn't have 30k. He got 13. If he had 30k, we would probably be in some trouble. I do hate this ninja pig, though. Kadoosh. Be a dawn. Really? You lived? Lived with a little bit of health, too. If I can pull a prism, I can just ghoul him. How far into Azteca are we getting? I'll play for a couple hours. We'll see. I mean, I don't think anything we're gonna do gonna be like insanely I need to like lock in, you know? But maybe. At this point, I think I just crow. So I could do this and just freaking bamp. What is my go-to pickup line? Please give me packs. Can anyone spare free energy elixir? Usually my go-to. Yeah, I don't talk to women. That's actually not true. I go up to women and I just approach them and I just like talk about the Wizlocke. With like no lead-in or like any explanation of what it is. I talk to them about the Wizlocke as if they should already obviously know what the Wizlocke is, in like the most arrogant, unapproachable way possible. And then when they ask me what I'm talking about, I act really offended, and I get super defensive. And I try to make them feel stupid for not knowing what the Wizlocke is. Usually what I do. Do you really Death Shield? I hate this game. Fuck it. Could also tell them about the drunk Minecraft runs. Yeah, and then I tell them that I have a life-size Gardevoir in my back in my dorm room, and then for some reason that usually doesn't work. I don't know why that doesn't work. You'd think that'd work every time, right? You want to go back to my shitty duplex? It has a hole in the wall that's about the size of my roommate's head because he fucking rammed his head through it. The heat doesn't work half the time. You ask them if they want to visit your island. I don't have an island. I don't know what that would be a reference to. I've never actually even been on an island. I don't even know what that would like be referencing. Is that name actually like... Why does every theme suck? The keg in the bathtub is a big draw. You really think so? Are there good 86 themes? How much better even is the Blade of the Felled Titan than the theme I have now? Eight damage. Sheesh. How much pip chance does it give? I don't know. Like, 8 damage obviously is good. But, like, I feel like as long as I can eventually get to perfect pip chance and perfect accuracy, which I should be realistically be able to do with, if I can get level 90 pip jewels and shit. I don't think I don't care too much about losing a little bit of damage. 17, 15. 17 would be nice. How are we still not out of 3 points? I should realistically start switching to this bet. I gotta get locked in on this. You ready? No, I'm turning in quests. When's Waterworks? I already did it. I didn't do the final boss though. I gotta wait till I get Vampire Trained unlocked. I gotta wait till I can get these talent tokens. Hey, now we're going to Mangrove Marsh. This potion, why not? I wish Poseidon was doable. Like, really, I don't think Hades would be doable, but Kronos is definitely doable. Did he Deathless Poseidon, though? Poseidon seems scary. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even looked at Poseidon's cheats. Maybe it's possible. I don't think I would even go for Hades. Even if I could, like, just get the gear. I just fucking perma keep this pet equipped, because I'm not going to remember. Although I lose so much damage. How much resist do these guys have? Fuck ton, probably. Mangrove? What did I call it? Mangrove? Mangrove? No single target anything? I mean, at the very least, I'll look at him, but after, as if we can make it through Zawalba. Because there's no reason to do it now. Even if I wanted to go... Wow, they give this... I gotta just start prisming everything. Yeah, but like, even with a crit fail, pretty poopy damage. Poopy poopy. I guess I also have my no damage pet on. Can you show us your jump shot? My shit's broke, to be honest. I never made a single three-pointer in my entire high school career. High school or middle school. Not one. Which is actually pretty impressive. Because I played a lot of basketball. Bro, I was a worse shooter than Ben Simmons. Saying I was Ben Simmons would actually be a compliment to my shooting ability. Although I definitely shot a higher free throw percentage than Ben Simmons. 100%. I wasn't a terrible free throw shooter. Who wins a shooting contest? You or rookie Markelle Fultz? Markelle Fultz. Dude, I didn't make one. I don't think you understand. I didn't make one. Markelle Fultz was like a bad shooter. I couldn't shoot. There's a difference. Azteca, it's like kind of pretty whatever. I don't know. I mean, I think the big difference with Azteca that also makes it ass is just like the fights take longer because like bosses have a gazillion health. So there's no building up into a single 7-pip AoE. We're gonna have to double hit everything, and there's just way more bosses. These are back. Ah. No, it's definitely because of this. Is it fixed? Do you think, like, where do you think Wemby, like, ranks all time in the history of human beings in terms of just, like, specimenality? Like, a 7'5" guy who's athletic, as athletic and moves like he does. You think he's, like, a top 100 most athletic human in the history of, like, human existence? He's gotta be, right? Anna Kawana. Bro, only his death. Cool. Bro, you said the static was fixed. Chat lied, people died. Chat lied, people died. Fuck them bees. Damn, bro, conviction me. Warlord type shit. What if he doesn't play video games, bro? I'd have a better chance at, like... Dude just, like, reads books. And is really good at basketball. And, like, hangs out with monks. I just have it set base to balance because in case I need to reshuffle. I switch it between balance for like fights that I might have to reshuffle in and life if I think it's a fight I'm gonna have to heal. Typically the two I switch back and forth between. Ponce de Gabon. What does Ponce even do to cheat? He beguiles you and then hits you for a lot of damage. What score is Ponce myth? Should I set for him? And the music ran out. They don't stop the music. Bang. I think because I'm level locked at 80, I'm gonna have to wait till I've on level lock and beat the world till it gets sharpened, which is a little annoying. It's partly that I've listened to the Wiz music so much that it kind of annoys me, but then it's also for like videos. I can't have like you can't split you can't split the Wiz game audio and the actual audio. So like if I'm making a video that has like cuts during a battle, it's better to play my own music because I can split it off and then remove it and then play like a consistent music. So it just makes the videos better. Are you playing on Switch? No, I'm on the PC servers. I don't know. We can theory craft for Ponce a little bit. He's probably still like at least 30 minutes away. World does not move very fast. We will see him coming.
Of course. It wouldn't be a second Arc world without copious amount of defeat and collects. What a shit starting hand. Would you start where you left off for Arc 3 if you beat Arc 2? Yeah. Although, I was thinking about it. With how Arc 3 plays now. Like, I guess maybe a Darkmoor solo could be cool. But I don't know if, like, I think for an Arc 3 video to work, I'd have to go through Arc 4. Like, I'd probably have to do both of them. Like, what even is in Arc 3 that's, like, super challenging now? Storm Titan's been nerfed into the fucking ground. I mean, Rat's an interesting fight. I mean, there's, like, always the looming threat that you die to something random, because, like, you know, that's just the nature of the challenge. But, like, from a video perspective, Baba Yaga and Xerxes, I don't know if there's enough. I think if I wanted to do it, I'd probably have to, like, have the goal of going through the 4th arc as well. But, like, Nimbari Explorer is, like, a fight that's hard if you don't prep for it. That's why, like, that's the thing with the first arc Wizlocke. It's like 80% of my deaths were to, like, stuff that wasn't hard. Or, like, isn't the, like, big bad boss fights, you know? It's always the shit that you just, like, think is not going to be too, like, the not named, a random named boss that you're like, this isn't going to be that bad. So you don't think about it, and then you don't prep for it, you know? What school would you play Spellements only on? I don't think I would do Spellements only. I don't think that will happen. Like, you can only use Spellment cards or something? I don't know. Spellments are, like... I think if you want a PvP... you kind of have to do Spellements, right? But, like, for just playing through the game, I don't think they're worth it to grind. King Applejacks once again. Like a low-tier cereal. Just a low-tier cereal. I don't even know if it's low tier. It's just like an uneventful cereal. Did I get any Mega Snacks from Waterworks? 12 happiness. Okay. Yo, Tyler with the member. Appreciate it. Shout out. Drunk as fuck watching Xerath the way God intended. Amen. I don't know. It's also one of those things, though, where, like, I think Spellements might kind of be worth it. Depending on how easy, which Spellements they are, and, like, where you get to farm them and shit, and how easy they get. I kind of think it would be hard to see, like, or, like, final stage of Crow, kind of goes hard. An extra 40 damage is kind of a lot. I mean, I don't know if it's worth... I don't even know how you get the cross elements, but like... I don't know. I don't think if you're... Unless you're doing like weird endgame content, you don't need like the freaking max tier random bullshit. But I do think they might be worth it for like your 7-pip. Elements, the top row. The bottom rows are like gambits and stuff. If you're confused on what they do, it's like you have to learn how to read the symbols. But like a lot of them will be like they take a weakness and turn it into a blade, or turn enemy shields into a trap or something. You gotta learn how to read the Wiz hieroglyphics. Do cantrip chests need to be done in tandem? Yeah, I think you have to have multiple people. I've never done them though, to be honest, so I don't really know. I mean, maxing out the 7-pip AoEs gives you something. I don't know if it's worth it for like the average player. It's not something you like need. Three casts to open, so you need 3 total people. How long does it take just going for the cantrip chest to max your spell elements? Like, how many hours would it take you? "24 hours." 6 to 7 hours. I was talking about freaking the 7-pips AoEs. Easy 20-hour grind. God damn. Arc 2s, you usually just farm Archmastery Lorcon. Willcast pet is so funny. Dude, wouldn't a like a pure, like a jading life build? Why can't I pull a fucking scarecrow? Wouldn't a jading life with a willcast pet like this just never die? Wouldn't you just be literally unkillable? If you had like, especially if you had like a good amount of outgoing and ingoing and crit a bunch of heals. I mean, I guess eventually you wouldn't get the willcast, but like, I think we're out of pipes. I think we've done all the pipes we can. Like, how would you die? If you got pretty much 3 times the value per heal. I don't think I killed either of them. It would actually be tragic. Maybe I got one of them? Okay, at least I got him. If I crit this and do some weird shenanigans and it kills, that would be cool. No, you're getting greedy. First they come for extra pipes. Then they come for our freedom. They're not after pipes. They're after the quality of the stream, and the pipe's just in the way. Think about it. Run. You may live. Wow, what a shitty piece of gear. My favorite Olive Garden soup? I don't have one. When I go to Olive Garden, and you know they have that crazy endless pasta deal?
I usually get that. I mean, I don't go to Olive Garden that much. But the last time I went to Olive Garden, I went and I got the pasta deal. And then it comes with, like, soup and bread. But I didn't eat any soup or bread. I just ate the pasta to min-max value. If you give me, like, any endless or, like, infinitely refillable thing, it instantly becomes a personal challenge with me to, like, make it so that I make as much money off of you as I lose you as much money as possible. I take that shit personally. Like, if you have, like, an endless deal, I take that shit personal. Like, that's a personal challenge you just laid down to me. So I won't eat soup. It's the same, like, there's a, like, what's it called? A endless sushi place near my college. And, like, when I go with people, they get, like, the rice and shit, and, like, or, like, they'll get, like, a soda. And it's like, you're crazy, you know? How are you not in this battle yet? We're the slowest moving mob in the game. I think a buffet is different than endless, though. I think there's something about the waiter or waitress having to come give me the fucking, like, if you give me, like, an endless mac and cheese thing, there's something about the fact that the waiter has, or, like, the pasta at Olive Garden, there's something about the fact that the waiter has to come and ask if I want more that just, like, makes it a personal challenge, you know? If I have to go get it myself, and it's just like a buffet, it's different. But if they have to, like, come get the bowl and take it back and give me more, and then they ask, oh, are you done, or do you want a refill? Like, that's fucking personal. I take that shit personal. Do you want more? Fuck yes, I want more. You think this is all I got? Are you challenging me? I don't have a power fantasy. It's more also about, like, it's less, it doesn't have to do with me, like, fucking beating the waiter. It has to do with me beating the fucking corporate guy that's sitting in his office and reviewing some fucking mathematical thing that, like, oh, you know, the average person's only going to eat a bowl and a half of pasta, and we can charge it at this price and make money off of it. And then I say, fuck you, I'm going to eat 10 bowls of pasta, and you're going to have to cut me off. You know, I'm going to beat you. You lost. I won. Fuck you. How the Elephant's like one of the OG Wiz challenges? If you just want the 7-pip Celestia cantrip chest, it's actually pretty fast. Yeah, I thought about doing them on this, but it's like, I feel like it's one of those weird gray area things where, like, even though it's not a battle, it's not really solo, so I just, like, probably wouldn't allow it. Know what I mean? I think it's a gray area, but probably won't allow it. Ooh, those are good snacks. Zombie! Or what are they called? What's the contact juggling thing called? Bushigi! I have a feeling you are not. Bushigi! Biggest scam of their time? Yeah, I mean, probably. I don't know if that person was stream sniping. It's also like, usually people who stream snipe just like come dance in the background or like whatever. I don't really mind that. Like, I can't risk it. We can't have any Logan situations going on. Although I feel like I'm strong enough now, and like at least in minion fights where like it shouldn't matter, right? What the fuck is this creepy ass music doing? No, Premiere Pro, I didn't mean to open you. Fuck off. Die, birds. Oh, sick. Make all the defeating collects out of 3. Haha. What a fun quirk in the gameplay. I love Azteca. New York financier. Not great for optics. What is the Logan lore? He was just a stream sniper who was really annoying. He used to join in challenges where like I was restricted on what spells I could use. Like the no pip challenge. Where, like I didn't have AoEs. Like him joining would fuck me over. And he would also just try to snipe me like early stages of the Wizlocks or like on Wizlocke boss fights so he could like stall me out and try to get me killed. He's just kind of a loser. No, this is my music. This is Pokemon music. I do not. Dude, Azteca was like the world. I had a playthrough going with my like IRL friends in high school over COVID. And Azteca, we were having so much fun. We started having a little bit less fun towards Avalon, and then we hit Azteca, and they were like, no one wanted to play anymore. What's up, Michael? It's a deathless challenge that adds a bunch of other self-imposed rules. Like level caps and... like I can't use the shared bank or the crown shop. A lot of stuff.
All the rules are in the description. Nah, I got it on the second run. I got the hat. It was pretty chill. The fight was also like so low stress. It was kind of free low, to be honest. A lot of death bosses in this world so far. This is another only knows death shit guy. Minion does know tower, which is he's probably gonna freaking fuck me or something. Right. Yeah, I guess this minion doesn't know tower. Big fan of that. I kept that vampire. Not like I'm gonna get shit out of scarecrowing, but whatever. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back to Waterworks, get the robe. But I want to wait till I have this pet maxed out with Vampire Trained unlocked. Ideally, this pet will get 2 more Maycast heal talents, and then I'll socket Spellproof on it. We listen to the music of Gen 6? No, I haven't done anything Gen 6. I don't think. Besides Pokerogue, which has Gen 6 Pokemon, and like freaking the Pokemon trading card game. I don't honestly, even like Gen 5, I feel like Gens 1, I know the Pokemon. Gen 2 through 3, I know like the big ones. Especially the ones that like appear in Gen 4 games. I know Gen 4 very well. But past that, bro, I don't know nothing about nothing. Okay, also, do certain, like, why does the freaking, I can't believe I just hit a 2% base chance to fizzle. It's actually wild. Like, why does the Storm one, is it just like me recency bias, or does the Storm heal trigger like 10 times more often than all the other ones? I feel like that happens in the Decathlon too. I want to play Legends Arceus for a stream. I want to play Pixelmon first, though. Is there a way to do a challenge run, though, of Legends Arceus? Does this not trigger the infect? Oh, it does. It totally does. Alpharad, did Alpharad do a Nuzlocke? I could watch that and then maybe put some challenge spin on it. How long of a game is it? "30-ish hours?" Shit. Probably a lot less if you're good at Pokemon. Well, I fucking suck at Pokemon. I'm god awful at Pokemon. So. This kills, right? It's a 1k spell. I have a faint, life boost, another trap. He just did 700 damage to himself. No, I
How did this happen? The music is now locked.
dumbfounded. The rally thing?
I cannot believe your...
I'm really looking forward to Kalmon on Friday. I think Kalmon's gonna be so much fun. Pixelmon was the first thing I ever made a YouTube video on. I did like 2 episodes of a Pixelmon Let's Play. Terribly edited on a phone version of iMovie.
Excellent news.
Would I do a video on Hytale? No. Maybe when the full game comes out, I'll do if it's like looks fun, I'll do a challenge run on it. But like, I feel like Hytale content on YouTube right now is gonna be like either some variation of like rushed content to be like this is the best game ever or this is the worst game ever. No. It's some variation of that. In some video that's just been like made to get out as fast as possible. It was like a lot of people were playing it yesterday. Wonder how many people are still playing it. Not even up on my fucking Twitch. I guess Twitch doesn't think I'd like the game. What the fuck is it? Why do I have Risk of Rain and Art recommended, but I can't find High Tech? $70K people playing it. It was like 500 yesterday.
So far from the sun. Meet me up above, where the air is clean.
It's a very, very early access game. Or, what do I think of Slime Rancher? Not familiar with it, to be honest. I don't even know what it is. What's it about? My ranch and slime. This is the shit that pisses me off. Why is the game fucking lagging? Basically run a farm, but your animals are slimes. I probably could have put that together from the title, you would think. I don't know. It could be fun. You sell their poop for money. What a game. Sounds like quite the game. You know, the stock market too. Can I gamble in the stock market? Because then I might be sold. How do I not know what Slime Rancher is? Is he living? Dude, I'm not like really that big of a gamer.
My gaming repertoire is actually pretty limited.
Flee back to the hideout. The giant fall
Yeah, if I can't gamble in it, it's kind of like a no for me. I don't know. I just like, I don't even know. It's kind of like, there's some games I like, I kind of just play what I like. And there's some games I should like and I don't like, and there's some games that like typically I wouldn't like, but I really do. Like, I'm not that big of a roguelike fan. Like, or like games that I like have that like... But then I fucking loved Balatro and Pokerogue, so I don't know. I think I'm just weird. Like, but in general, if people give me a roguelike, I like to try out, I'll try it out, and I won't want to play it. But then there's a couple roguelikes that I've gotten, like Balatro I got fucking addicted to. Isuka's magical stream when? I just have a feeling that's not a game I'd like. I just get a vibe from the title of that. Oh, magical cock? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play that one. Dude, also, my fucking Steam, I truthfully do not, I don't have any, you can check my fucking profile. I don't have any weird games. Steam just recommends me so many Gooner games. I don't know if I, like, clicked a certain box, and it, like, thinks I'm, like, want to play, like, get recommended adult games. Every time I go to search the store, I get some crazy shit. Every time. I can't even show this shit on stream. The top game is okay. Like, if no, I'm not a gooner. I'm not a gooner. I don't know why it does this. Every time, okay, I go to Steam, right? I'll hit the search bar. Guess what the top game it's recommending to me is? Quarantine Zone: The Last Check. Wait, this might be an actual game. Okay, this looks like an actual normal game. Okay, what's my second result? Smutstone. I can't show this on stream. I can't, like, what the fuck is? It's just boring. I don't buy these games. I don't know why it thinks. But I don't even think I have WIZARD101 on my Steam profile. At the setting, you can turn off the hide 18+ stuff in the store. But will that get rid of, like, GTA as well? I filter out just the Gooner games and keep, like, the 18+ games? Like, the art, what, you know? Dude, I don't know what I did. I actually, you know who I think it was? I think it's because Ninja bought me fucking Magical Cock as a gift. And it just threw off, even though I fucking didn't claim the gift. It threw off my fucking Steam. Backseat drivers? Not a gooner game. What are the featured games? See, none of the featured games are that.
I don't know what I did. Based on, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have so many hours in Skyrim. And like modded Skyrim is pretty gooner. I don't know. I did buy Skyrim VR even though I didn't have the fucking... I don't even have a VR headset. Maybe that's why. I do want to do a Minecraft VR drunk stream eventually. I think that'd be a really funny stream. I don't use those mods. This is not true. The only mods I use on Skyrim are the collector's ones. I love the museum mod. Because then I can just like hoard all the different named weapons and like Dragon Priest masks I find. You should play Mario and Sonic London 2012 Olympics for the pistol game. I don't think I should do any stream that involves me shooting a gun. That's a bad idea. It's not real fun. Why would... Oh, it's not a real gun? You can filter out the sexual content games in your store preference. How do I do that? Store preferences. General mature content I want, because that's like GTA. Some nudity or sexual content. No. Frequent nudity. No. Adult only. No. I guess I don't want to get rid of violence, though, because then it won't give me any games with shootings. That makes more sense. The thing that's fun about Drunk, or the thing that's good about Drunk Wii Sports is, like, I feel like I could play any Wii Sports game and drink during it. At least the exciting ones, and it'll probably be a pretty funny stream as long as I can come up with like an interesting challenge. The road to pro in every Wii Sports game, drunk. I heard Sauce lost to the Explorer guy. The Explorer, man. Platinum medal. Isn't Matt kind of poverty at everything but boxing, though? He's pretty good at baseball, but baseball isn't on the Wii Sports Resort. The Wii Sports exclusive, which is kind of lame. Shit, dude, how many quests am I even into this world? I feel like I'm treading water. I'm not going. Oh, Bastion's down? Final Bastion down for anyone else? It's my weird problem. Road gets longer the more you think about it. Yes, bro. It beat down a lot, actually. It beat down a lot. Yeah, I don't think I could take help in any quests. Like, part of the challenge of this is that any fight can, like, you know, maybe not in Azteca,
Outsider, we do not
but,
know
like,
this water of life.
any fight could be the one, you know.
Did, we
Be
would
kind of
have
lame to
you.
get carried through. I might actually have to play that pet dirt. Take me to 2 hundo. How far off is this run from a... It's... I mean, like... From a solo run, it depends if you use the shared bank or not. Compared to a solo run where you use... It's just solo run deathless, it's just... Shared bank and being 10 levels under leveled for every boss fight. The next big thing coming up is this fight. Ponce D. Gabon is not, I don't think it's going to be a pushover. Fuck. Why does he not have a normal wiki page? Eh? Why do I only see his Novus wiki? What? He called something different? I looked up Ponce de Gabon Azteca version. I'm not seeing him. Maybe like rank. What rank would he be in this world? Rank 17 or something? It's...
Okay, I don't know why that shit was so hard to find, but I found it. He's Myth. He has a Death Mastery. He knows Vampire Wraith. And a bunch of Myth spells. So I don't think we set to him. Definitely want this pet, though. Okay, and the battle revolves around a cheat cycle that spans length of 5 rounds. The cheat repeats itself at the beginning of the first round in the cycle. Ponce will remove marks he placed during the second round in the cycle. This is considered a normal round. Let's cloud the mind. Mind weekend. At the beginning of the second round of the cycle, Ponce will place a mark on a random wizard in the form of a stun shield. Melt can be placed on Ponce in order to dispel this cheat. This stun shield marker does not block stuns. In the third round, the cycle is considered a normal round. In order... What? Okay, you're supposed to damage him once. Failure to do so results in the worst part of this cheat to take poison, whatever. And then you get beguiled. If you run against this, at the beginning of the 5th round, he will intercut cast sacrifice to deal 650 damage to the wizard. And heals Ponce. Okay, so we just want to melt spam, right? It's kind of what I'm getting from this. We kind of just break this by melt spamming. This. A travesty right now. Oh, Daddy!
Adele Hantham donated $1.
Mario Baseball, but and
Mario
every run given
Baseball
up
and
equals a
every run
shot.
given up equals a
I
shot.
appreciate the 2. I don't know. I've already done a Mario Baseball drinking challenge, so I don't really want to do another one. You know? I kind of like the variety that I get to do with drinking stuff. I wonder, you think if I melt spam... I wonder if it you think it just breaks the cheat cycle, or I get 3 free rounds? Mario Party would be awesome. The thing is, I would need, like, that's like a party game, so I'd have to get, like, my roommate in on it or something. Playing Mario Party by myself would kind of suck. Where the fuck is Melt? Wait, what is Melt? What school is... What? Huh? Wait, why does Melt... It's an ice spell? Okay, that's interesting. Why are these... I just way overpaid from these. I can get hella more from the Arcanum. The mods aren't nice to me. I don't know. The mods would just bully me the whole time. Mod Mario Party? Maybe. Okay. So if I melt spam though, that just break him? Like... Or am I gonna have to melt every other fucking round? You guys insane. I am not ginger. My shirt's very red. Maybe that's why. I just have to melt periodically. Fuck it, we ball. Heart of the cards. Medusa would suck. Thankfully, he used the worst fucking spell ever. If I had gotten Medusa round 1 though, like, and I did just because I didn't go, like, what would I have done? You know, it's not like I could have done something differently. He doesn't know Medusa. I mean, there's probably a reason for that. It's probably actually intentional, right? Guess we could do this. And my question is, like, how hard does this just break the cheat? Like, is he just gonna stall for 3 rounds now? Or what happens? Such a bad pull. Weird fight. Very odd fight. Yeah, I think we just keep a melt on him the whole time. Probably not the worst idea ever. This is where Archmastery, though, is so big. Makes this fight so much easier than it would have been otherwise. I wonder if Ponce ever figures this out and tries to cheat again. Oh, did I just get fucked? I think this fight's hard solved. Where's Wizhead Wednesday? Wizhead Wednesday was only, it's a singular Wednesday, you know? It's like January 6th, it only happens once. Not like every January 6th, you know?
I love this game. There's just no way this gets there. I guess I have 3 blades. A boy can dream. Yeah, first round stun would have been pretty toxic. But, like, I don't know how you play. I don't even know how I would play around it, you know? At a certain point. Bang. Actually an insane drop, right? Is this where people have to go farm if they accidentally sell those? I mean, that fight's just freelo if you know the cheat. Like, that's so many... That's like early Bellocks, though, too, is the same way. Like, is that a hard fight if you don't know the cheat? Yeah. But if you know the track, you know the line. Freelo.
Well done, Magic.
This is something I do not like.
I do not want to fight another myth. Another one that just like randomly... This guy has the most talk... This guy's only... This guy's only hitting spells are Jade Oni, Minotaur, Earthquake, and Medusa. This is about to be such a toxic boss fight. Bro, there's like a fucking very... I'm gonna get stunned. I'm gonna get stunned. I'm gonna get double stunned right here. It's actually a guarantee. Unless the AI is actively throwing, I get double stunned here. Wow, did he Jade Oni me? Okay, that's fine. I thought he was gonna Jade Oni me. I appreciate you, Spongy. I'm gonna get Medusa. I honestly should go train stun block for fights like this. It's a certainty. Bro just wants to crit his Medusa, I guess. Or have 15% extra damage on it. He looked kind of wild. Alright. Here it comes. Bring it on out. No Jade Oni? Maybe he just doesn't want to hit me for some reason.
Gray's deck have not been wrong once. Gray has also accurately said when, like, a boss is not going to use a spell the wiki says it has, and it's always been right. It's actually never been wrong. Infinite pain is justifiable to be inflicted on braves with the slightest amount of human pleasure. What? 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 How did we end up here? Yeah, we knew we weren't going to get past this fight without this happening. It does help explain a lot of shit, though. Because you would think this is, like, such a weird way for the AI to play. Because I wonder what this says it has on the wiki. Jack Long. Although the wiki's accurate on this one, I think. I guess it says this has Keeper of the Flame, which I don't... It definitely would be weird for this to have. I canceled my membership? I don't know. If you're like, I would uninstall and reinstall if it's really not working, and then outside of that, you can try to get in touch with support. King's Isle support's actually, like, surprisingly very good and helpful. It would just be like, I guess it makes sense why, like, in fights like this, it feels like you get Medusa'd so often. They just don't have that many spells. Have you seen Atmoplex post about the new wiki they're making? I have not, no. Are they making a new wiki? Skipping dialogue is just having a dog shit attention span. I just like the dopamine max. And I get the most dopamine from watching Frankenstein monster eat bird. They are? That's kind of cool. I like the WizWiki. For what it's worth, I think for like a the one that is more impressive to me is the Pirate Wiki. For how, like, the Pirate Wiki has infinite times more love and care put in it than fucking any pirate content past the past game. I mean, the WizWiki has its kinks, and it's you know, the Pirate Wiki's bad too at parts. Like, especially if you get later into the game, there's some stuff that's just not correct or right on it. But, like, for something that's, like, completely fan-made in a game where the fucking people who are making it don't even give a shit about the game, I have respect for the wiki. Gotta respect it.
I gotta switch off of ice pips. I don't like the look of the blue pips. Not my vibe. I am racist against blue pips. I think they're inferior. I'm pippist. 100%, I'll admit it. Oh, he does know Keeper of the Flame. It's just because he doesn't have Archmastery. What was the fight that like completely broke because it didn't have Archmastery and Chrysalis? I think it was like the young Morganth fight. Lore Master? I think Lore Master also broke. But didn't Lore Master just not cast any because Lloyd had all the lore spells? If anything, I actually think white pips are the ones that get the most discriminated against. You hear people complaining about noob pipping the most. They're the only one that has a derogatory name. They're the ones without the power in the pip society. These guys know Dusa? Welcome to Toxic Town, bro. Easy.
You gathered the egg.
Of secrets. Pop.
Nestle the eggs in the nests. You hear some hissing chirps from a few hatchlings in the area. They are cute at this size.
Gonna be Chris for the first time tonight. Let's go. The game gets so much better once you finish Chrysalis. Once you hit Polaris, it just moves so much faster, too. Once you get through to Polaris. Like a weight off your shoulders. You're gonna feel like you're running.
Well done.
I'm probably at like quest 60ish, right? Might be the last quest we do today. Questing through Azteca is like mind-numbing. Is this quest 67? $59. So if we finish this, we'll be on 60. How many quests are there in this world? 180? So we did a third of it today? Not bad. $197. World is evil. If I can take Azteca down in 3 streams, I think that's a good number. I think if I can do 60 quests, and then 60 quests in Zilbalba. Pretty good pace. I'd be content with that. Maybe I could do more than 60 tomorrow. We did spend like an hour in Waterworks. But I feel like we're going to get to more of the boss rush part, and the quest just moves slower. This isn't a world where it's like... Are you skipping side quests? Yeah. They're just like, I have a level cap. So I can only do so many anyways. I'm about to end stream, although I'm not going to be able to end stream because I just got minus 40 rust. I see trees of green. Huh? Never mind. We crit it for the win. I'll finish this. I feel like 60 quests and getting through the hat part of Waterworks is pretty big. Consider that call that a dub in my playbook. What are the things I do want to remember to do this time, though? Actually, I'll do all the quests that aren't fighting. $60 197 is pretty good. During our first hour was spent in Waterworks. Definitely on pace for a 3-streamer, probably.
Excellent.
Where are you, Polymorph? Alright. Remember to put on my freaking energy gear. Even if it's dog shit energy gear. It gets me like 1 extra pet train. It's worth it. I don't have an energy robe. Oh, I have boots, and I know I have a ring. Alright. Yeah, I'll prep for everything tomorrow. We shouldn't... I don't think, like... If they're all quad fights and they're... single schooled, we can set for them, but... Alright, my playlist died. I'm just gonna call it here. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.